Hello everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with a ride on the Hiboy KS4 Pro electric scooter. You can find these on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description for this e-scooter. I'm riding in Rockaway Beach. This is during one of my solo trips I did this year, 2024, to the Pacific Northwest. This bike goes 19 miles an hour, has a range of up to 25 miles an hour. I said bike, excuse me, e-scooter. I'm so used to doing e-bikes that I might say it a couple more times. Anyway, 19 miles an hour, up to 25 miles. It has a motor that's 500 watts. I believe it peaks at like 750. Yeah, it has a 750 peak motor. It'll go up 15% grade slopes. I never really pay attention to what grade of slopes I'm at because honestly, with an e-scooter, if it is struggling going up it, honestly, I hop off it and walk. It's not going to hurt me any. The product has passed stringent UL 2272 testing. It has dual brakes. It has a regenerative braking system, anti-lock brake system, dual absorption. My favorite thing about it is the 10-inch honeycomb tires that you never have to put air in because they do not inflate, which I truly do enjoy with this, not worrying about having to change a tire, because if you know anything about e-scooters, a lot of times they're very difficult to change the tires on it. It has a cruise control. The cruise speed on it is pretty simple. If you keep holding it in the same position, a lot of times you hear a beep and it will stay at that speed for you, so you don't have to keep pushing the lever. As soon as you hit the brake, this cruise control comes off just like a car. I'll leave links in the description for the scooter. It also has an app, and I use the app here and there. It can tell you how much charge you have, even though you can read it on the thing. It'll tell you also on there. You can change what the max speeds is and everything like that. It has a sport mode, and I believe the other one is economy. I'm riding around Rockaway Beach. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just cruising around, so I'm riding around in economy. So I think the economy maxes out at about 15 miles an hour, which was plenty for me here. There's so many people around Rockaway Beach. It was a beautiful day, as you can see, so I didn't need to be really flying around like I'm insane or something. So yeah, I was in that mode just to make sure I had plenty of range, and I did not even come close to running out of range. If it wasn't for this scooter, so I brought my e-bike and my scooter, and if I didn't bring the scooter, I would have never pulled the e-bike out for Rockaway because I didn't plan to ride here. I was like, I don't really feel like pulling the bike out. But I had the scooter. Scooter, just you pull it out and unfold the handlebars and roll, turn it on and go. So that was real simple. I didn't have to go unlock my e-bike and all that stuff, which I would do later when I got to my motel room in Garibaldi. I might be saying it wrong. Garibaldi, Oregon, which is literally just a few miles down the road. And I rode my bike there. I'll put a video of that up as well. Anyway, beautiful day. I'm riding around. I was here to check out this Oregon, I think it's called Oregon Smokehouse or something like that. This little bitty outdoor restaurant place where they have my favorite thing, fried clams. So I came here to get some fried clams and just to hang out. It was beautiful. I'm glad I did. I got to see actually the train was in town taking people around, which the last time I was here, I had really no idea. I remember walking over train tracks, us going over them, but there was no train there besides the locomotive or the caboose, excuse me, they have sitting there as it's a relic that they keep in the middle of town. The population here is around 1,500 people, I believe, in Rockaway. Beautiful little town. It's in Tillamook County. If Tillamook sounds familiar, it's where they make the cheese and the meat. So as I was driving in here, they had all the different, I saw the different factories, manufacturing plants for Tillamook in this area. That's where the name comes from, because they're here. Rockaway Beach has an old growth cedar preserve, which is 46-acre wetland area here. They have cute little beaches. Like I said, I'm just riding around, just taking it in. I want to check out the little neighborhoods. And the little neighborhoods are super cute. I want to come back here one of these days. Oh, elevation. I'm from Denver, Colorado. So the elevation here was like 13 feet. That's so little, and I wasn't feeling well. I had a cold by now, but if I had been back in Colorado with a cold at like a mile high or higher, I would have felt it more. And I think honestly, being here and the elevation being so low, I didn't feel as bad as I could have felt if I had been back in Colorado. I think that anyway. Anyway, this is along Pacific Coast Highway 101. So you run into all these: Lincoln City, Rockaway, Cannon Beach, Manzanita. I think that's how you say it. I'm not from Oregon. So, yeah, people always put comments about this like, dude, I didn't grow up in that area. I never really thought I needed to correct everybody that I randomly don't know about things like that. But some people do, obviously. So, anyway, this is really cool. I really like this place. The weather was perfect here. I'm pretty sure I had a long sleeve shirt on. No, I know I had a long sleeve shirt on. It wasn't chilly. I was probably like in the high 50s. Yeah, it was high 50s, I would guess. Maybe low 60s. But it was enough to wear like a long sleeve. I saw some people not wearing them. But I had a long sleeve shirt on. But it was pretty darn comfortable here. After I would get done riding my KS4 e-scooter, I would put it away. And I would, I think, pull out the GoPro and I would go for a walk. So there'll be a video of me just walking around with the GoPro or my phone and just doing a little random walk around here. The vibe was cool here. I like this little town. And if you're like on a budget and you're coming through this town right off the Pacific Coast Highway, they have a cute little laundromat that you can go wash your clothes at. That's literally, you can walk out of there while your clothes are washing and walk like a few steps, like 20 feet, I think it is, and you can sit down on the bench and stare at the ocean. Basically, it's a little cool laundromat, little local one. I think it's super cute. And there's the food in this area is like really good. Of course, it's going to be fresh fish, clams, things like that. That's the main reason I stopped, like I said. So I'm riding around. I'm just checking out these little neighborhoods. I love doing it. It doesn't mean I'm moving here. I talked about some of my old videos about, moving certain areas, and I still really do like those areas. But the reality of it is, I have kids in certain areas, and, being that far away, though I would love to have, like, I don't know, timeshare sometimes are a con, but I would love to have a month or two somewhere where I had a place where I could just stay in that area, and and then come back to the other places I'm at. I think that's kind of cool, because moving clear across country, and you got kids, or you got I'm talking grown kids and stuff like that. I don't know. I just don't feel good about doing that. But I wouldn't mind like spending a month or 2 or 3 months, like 3 months out of a year, hanging out in the area. Now the KS4, there's no issues with this. I've never had any problems with this. I really do like this little e-scooter. Like I said, bringing this with me, I'm going to start bringing my scooter with me when I go on my longer trips like this, just because I wouldn't have did all this without it. I would have never went down and checked out the little neighborhoods and stuff. I honestly wouldn't have. And then I would be talking about the next time. Oh, maybe next time if I stop there, I'll go check out their little neighborhoods and their houses and stuff like that. But I did it this time just because I had the scooter. I didn't feel like pulling out the bike. I didn't feel well. The bike got pulled out when I got to the motel, because I think I had already ridden it once or something, or I just didn't want to leave it in the car, even though where I was at looked super safe and it was literally in front of the door. So pulling it out, I ended up riding it then in Garibaldi, which I was glad I did that there too. Yeah, we're just riding around. One thing I will tell you, put some money into the local economy here, but be careful of the gift shops. I like them. The people are nice. Don't buy candy and stuff there unless it's like some type of cool stuff you can't get anywhere else. There's also a Family Dollar here that local people work at as well. So if you need cold medicine or something like that, like I did, do not buy it at the gift shop. More than likely, you're going to pay double and triple. Go right down the street to I think it's either a Dollar General or Family Dollar. It's literally right, not that far from. And I get stuff like that. And then at the gift shops, I get little souvenirs. You know what I mean? Get little souvenirs there. And you can see how people were shopping that were like on long trips, or like coming through doing van life, or had their RVs. They go into the Family Dollars and stuff and pick up their stuff. You see them loading up on stuff. But yeah, so we're riding around. Don't speed through Rockaway either. I saw people trying to speed or not stopping at the stoplights. The sheriff was waiting there for them, and good for them. There was tons of kids in this area, like on the main strip. Everyone was out today. It was beautiful, So you could see there was all types of people out and eating and hanging out. I had been driving, and so I wanted to do this. Believe it or not, for me not feeling that well this whole trip, most 75-80% of this trip, I did so much. That's the Family Dollar maybe right there. I just rode by. But believe it or not, I did so much this one day, just this one day right here. I think I have 2 or 3 videos out of it. I got me riding the e-scooter. I got me riding the e-bike. I got me pulling out my camera and walking around Rockaway Beach. I have another video I'll have to put together of me walking around Garibaldi, Oregon. You get what I'm saying? I did a lot. I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, wow, I can't believe I did all that in one day. But I sure did. I don't know. I just felt like I had to do it because maybe I knew I was going to cut the trip short. And I was like, no, we're going to get as much footage as we can. So this is just me. Man, it was good vibes. Being this close to the ocean. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, I do want to come back to Oregon and Washington in the winter time frame, the true winter time frame. And I'm just curious what it's like here. I know the weather's harsher and stuff, but I really want to see. So here, right here, where I'm riding to, right here, there's a laundromat, like right around here, a building back. And if you walked out at it and you keep going, you walk straight ahead, bam, there's the ocean. And oh, is it the ocean? The beautiful Pacific Ocean. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it was really cool doing this, man. Would I recommend Rockaway Beach? Yes, go check out Rockaway Beach. It's really cool. Stop at into the different Tillamook factories. A lot of them will let one of them will let you tour. There'll be shops like to buy all types of Tillamook stuff. Maybe you can't get in your area as well. As well as you can see, there's a lot of people out today. As far as the KS4, I'll leave links in the description for it. Any complaints about it? Nah. It works great. No problems with this e-bike or e-scooter, excuse me. It works awesome. It's so simple to use, easy to maneuver. It's small. I think it weighs like 34 pounds, I believe it is. It's pretty lightweight. The max, as I said, the weight limit is 220. I weigh 205 or so. It's 38.5, excuse me, is the weight on it. So, and I'm 205, and it says the max is 220. I never have any problems with this bike. You could weigh more than that, I would guess. Don't quote me on it, but I don't see any issues with it. I see plenty of people I know that weigh more than me riding these e-bikes with no problem. So just use common sense. You know yourself better than anyone else. So to revise it, 25 miles, 10-inch honeycomb tires, 19 miles is the top speed on it. 500 watt motor that peaks at 500 or 750 watts. It has a good range. It has a dual shock absorber in the rear of it. The portable design, because you can fold the handlebars. They fold down. If you want to see me do that, look at some of my old videos when I actually do a real review of it, and you'll see that you can fold the handlebars and just pick it up. It locks in place. You can pick it up by the handlebars and move it. So if I was to take this into a city like Seattle and I didn't want to leave it out for all our friendly homeless people to check out, I would just fold it down, pick it up, and take it into the actual place I was going, especially if it's a grocery store, and I would probably just stick it in the cart and push the cart around, and when I'm done, put my stuff. Also, I carry a backpack, so I put all my stuff in a backpack as well. They also have a seat version. I'll leave a link for that too. So there's a seat version for you to sit on. I didn't get that, and I'm not really interested because I usually have an e-bike as well. But some people, if you don't want an e-bike or something, get the seat version as well. You may like that even better. And they were running a sale where that was cheaper for the seat version than it was for the stand-up version, which they look exactly the same. So I thought that was curious. But I'll leave a link in the description, and they come with a phone holder one too. So I'll leave that in the description too for that one. I do like this e-bike. I think it works well. And where you see me riding, I'm riding in, I believe this is the bike lane, maybe. You just got to be a little careful because sometimes, sand and stuff be in this right here. And, watch your speed going through here because you don't want to wipe out. And it's not that the scooter is not as hard to maneuver. It's just sand will take you out on a little scooter, or a lot of times bikes too. I'm literally just riding and I realize, holy crap, where am I going? I don't even know. I think I'm going to go to the next city. And when I would get to the next city, I'm going the opposite way this time. I realized that Garibaldi, Oregon was like just a mile or two down the road. I literally could have rode into it on my scooter, got my reservation for my motel, and then went back, type of thing. But we're just riding. We're just cruising. On the opposite side is the train that comes through town, which was really cool. So I'm probably going to pull over. I'm like, all right, we're going really far. I don't know where we're going. And I'm going to end up turning around. So as you see, we're going back right now, opposite side of the road. I try and stay with, how you're supposed to do it, and I go in the opposite way. Lots of families in this area, lots of people with kids, young people, older people. Everyone seemed like they were having a pretty good time. And what I like about scooters is they're just nice to just check out everything and check out the vibe of places. They're not cumbersome. If you got back problems or anything like that, it's a little bit different than a e-bike where you have to lift it in something a lot of times or put it on something. Use your legs properly. It weighs 38 pounds. It's a lot easier to maneuver into your car, put it in your trunk or wherever. And this trip, I have a 2023 Nissan Kicks that I'm driving. I was going to bring my electric EUV, which is a Nissan Ariya, but after looking at the charging system and all that stuff, I could have did it, but I was ready to get here, and I didn't want the hassle of dealing with charging the car. I like it, it's cool and all that stuff, but it also it adds time onto your trips. And don't let anybody ever tell you that it only adds like an hour or two. They're lying. They are lying. Don't listen to them. It is not like it is. It takes a lot longer for all of them. So I was like, I don't want the hassle. I grabbed the Kicks, took out the back seats. I had more room than I had in my Ariya. Everything folded straight down. I was able to get my e-bike in there, my electric XP long range with an extra battery, my e-scooter, my clothing bag, and an ice chest in there, a small ice chest or cooler, and everything I needed, no problem. I had plenty of room left. There was no maneuvering of anything. Everything fit perfectly in there. And the Nissan Kicks without that back seat has a lot of room, which really surprised me. And I was getting like 38 miles to the gallon on top of it. So yeah, this is me. It was cool. It was a great time. We're heading back right now. I am so glad I took this trip. See me trying to follow the rules, let people go by. Don't just blast past them. They're trying to cross the street just because you're in a scooter or an e-bike. So I'm trying to be, do right. A lot of these businesses, I remember from when we first came out here in 2020, when they're open, and I really enjoyed, especially with COVID had happened, that they're still thriving. There's my Nissan Kicks right there. But I'm really glad that they're still thriving. So that was a good thing. Anyway, this is Frugal Panda. We're about to pick the scooter up. I recommend the KS4. I think it's a good value. I think it works well. I think it will keep you entertained, and it's great for taking on road trips. And it also saves you money if you're in a city, so you do not have to rent their scooters. Anyway, links will be in the description. It's Frugal Panda out. Go check out Rockaway Beach, too. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.